what we're going to do now is we're going to set up some homework for you to do. So it's not in a live sales situation, but it is something that you'll find enormously beneficial to do some practice on this. So let's start off by talking about the way that people listen. People are going to listen in a variety of ways. They're going to listen basically to acknowledge. So, did you have a nice day? Yeah, okay. Well, they're just asking the question just to acknowledge that you're there. People might listen to respond. So they'll take an interest in what you're doing, but the first thing that they're thinking of is not really what you're saying, but how they are going to respond to what you're saying. And this is really interesting because most people think this way. As soon as you start to talk, they'll hear about the first 25% of it, and then they'll start thinking about what am I going to say next? What's going to come out of my mouth next? They're not actually listening to understand. What we want to do is to get to the point where not only you can use the open questions so that you can identify and satisfy the customer's needs, but that you're listening empathically. So what does that mean? It means you're listening for the feeling. If you can understand the feeling of a customer, you'll understand their pain or their pleasure, because logically, it's a feeling. So think about this. How do we get some practice doing this? Tonight, when you go home from work, or on the weekend, when you're talking to friends, or it's actually best to do with a partner, so with your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or whatever the case may be, the next time you get home, sit down, and when you start talking to them, ask them open questions. And no matter what they say, ask them another open question about what they said, and keep listening for the feeling. This is what we call follow the lead. Follow the lead is a really, really important sales technique for identifying needs. So you will ask a question of a client. Tell me, how long have you been using this product, and how's it been going for you? I've been using this product for 5 years and it's been going well in certain areas. Follow the lead. Oh yeah, what areas has it been working for you in? It's been working well in manufacturing, but the engineering guys are having a problem with it. Follow the lead. Oh yeah, what problems are the engineering guys having with it? Well, it gets to a certain point and it'll operate fine 90% of the time, but then 10% of the time it goes wrong and they can't figure out why. Oh yeah, what have they done so far to try and figure out what the problem's been? As you can see here, what you're doing is you're digging down. You're digging down, you're digging down, using open questions, but you're following the lead of what the client is talking about. Now, what do most salespeople do? They'll turn around and say, how have you gone with the product? Oh, it's been all right, but we've had some problems with it. All right, well, let me tell you how my product will solve problems. Blah, 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 and away they go telling. Not good. Doesn't get to the information, doesn't allow you to build value. So, getting back to the original exercise, tonight, this weekend, when you go home, I want you to start asking open questions and then follow the lead. This is particularly good to do with small children. How was your day at school? Yeah, good. What did you do? We played football. Who did you play football with? I played with Johnny. How good a footballer is Johnny compared to you? And as you can see, it goes on and on and on and on. People will naturally engage in you if you're asking them open questions and you're following the lead of the conversation. Once they actually get to the point where they realize that you're listening from an empathic level for their feelings, there is a chance that they will actually tell you things and you'll just go, oh my God, I've just had an aha moment. I've just got to the point where an absolute pearl of information has come out. And it's only when you dig deep. It only happens when you follow the lead down and down and down. You can only follow the lead when you're listening empathically, listening for the feeling. So, go home tonight, see how you go. One of three things is going to happen. A, they're not going to notice the difference. B, you're going to get some information that you didn't realise. Or C, they're going to suddenly turn around and go, what's wrong with you? Why are you asking all these questions? And if they get to that point and you get that answer, then you realise you don't ask open questions and you're not listening empathically.